Nervosa, mostly to talk about their new album, Slave Machine, which is out tomorrow. Really nice to get to talk with the two of you. How are you guys doing?
It's all good here. Yeah, finally the time has come and we really cannot wait like for the whole album to be released. Well, at least we had the third single out today, so okay, we are getting closer.
Yeah, it must be, well, as it is for probably every band that's about to release a new album. Must be very exciting and maybe slightly nerve-wracking times.
Exactly. Exactly, yes.
Um, Now, like before we dive into the album, both of you joined Nervosa after it had already kind of a quite strong history. Kind of was wondering at what moment did it kind of stop feeling for you guys um, like joining Nervosa and start feeling more like you actually belong to it?
Okay. Uh, like for me personally, uh, it was kind of it was kind of weird because we started working with Prika in the background to compose Jailbreak. So we had a connection in there, but I was announced as an official member in the beginning of 2023. So, but I toured with them a bit before, but as a bass player. So I was feeling like part of the band, but I guess that like 100%, I might have felt like after we finished the recordings of Jailbreak and after we passed so much time like together inside the studio composing and recording Jailbreak, then I felt like 100% in.
Yeah, and I also like officially joined in the beginning of 2023. So I think it for me it was because everything happened very fast, and then there was a very busy schedule with touring. Uh, it was very like almost immediately feeling like part of the band because we had so many live shows. So it was very natural and it happened very like smooth, let's say.
Yeah, I guess um, being thrown immediately a little bit in the fire quickly shapes that kind of bond.
Yeah, exactly.
When you first kind of joined, was there anything that kind of surprised you once you were kind of inside the band?
Uh, I I never thought about that to tell you the truth. Um, well, it was a big surprise for me, and also it was like a wonderful thing that by the first times that we talked together with Prika, before even we met each other in person, that he said that she needs like a partner on composing everything, and because I didn't know what to expect because it was a band that like already had multiple albums released. It already had years, and I didn't know like I didn't know if I was about to join as a guitar player. But when she came and said like I would like to have another person also to compose with and get in with ideas and everything, that was like a really huge and great surprise for me. It was a surprise, and it was like a one of the most amazing things that also pushed me even more to give everything to the band.
Now, Nervosa has gone through like quite a few different eras, if you could say so. Was kind of wondering how would you sort of describe what defines kind of this version of Nervosa with like this album cycle?
Mm, go, Helena or me?
You go first.
Okay. I think that in this time, actually, it's the second time that it's the same exact like team working for the album, but for sure it's like a different era. We wanted to have like a evolution like over everything, over the composing parts, over the sound of the band. Like we wanted to go a step further, but I think like after like all the lineup changes and everything, like right now everything is smooth, everything works, everybody knows each other. We have done like so many tours now all together, so we know each other as a person, as on stage, like as composing inside the studio. Everybody knows each other super well, so everything now it feels more stable, more smooth and relaxed. I don't know what Elena thinks of.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, it's like way more stable than how it was with Jailbreak, because there was a big change. The band changed, the way, singer, guitars, do guitars, everything like different. So now with this album, it's like now it's more like focusing on actually the music and um, ev- creating an evolution with the sound and having everything way more fixed than it was before. So yeah, I believe it's smoother and easier right now.
Well, that's good to hear. I guess you can kind of hear it in when I listen to the album as well, that there's this, I don't know, more kind of easygoing way within the band of, like, I guess, in creating music and stuff like that. Like, it feels like a, I guess you could say, almost more complete album than Jailbreak.
Yeah, yeah, actually it is, and it's kind of natural, maybe,
Mhm.
because of course in Jailbreak things were kind of like straight. It was the lineup change, then Prika had to assume the vocals. We had limited time inside the studio. We had the deadlines. We kind of we knew each other, but we hadn't composed anything like way before. So Jailbreak was the first time like composing like together and being inside the studio all together. So yeah, this time it felt more it felt more safe, and as I told you, it felt really natural because everybody knows now the way the things work. So everything is also like kind of faster, and everything is like kind of safer, let's say.
And well, despite it um sounding like things went sort of easier and such, when listening to Slave Machine, um, like many iconic thrash metal records, it feels very much like a reaction to how the world is right now. Um, that kind of made me wonder for you personally, what do you kind of refuse to become a slave to as musician, as a person?
Huh, nice
Go, Elena.
question.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's very important to remember to enjoy and to do what comes from the soul, and not be so much involved in social media and hear too much of other people's opinions, because you're going to hear everything and it's going to be good, it's going to be bad, it's going to be worse. You have to be very focused on continuing doing what you love, and if you love it, it's going to be good. uh it's not going to be like for everyone. You cannot be a people pleaser, you cannot make everyone happy, but you need to make yourself happy. And because there is so much so much information right now from people, from everyone online, you might get confused and you might, I don't know, either get discouraged or have second thoughts. It's very important to keep your focus and continue doing what you want to do and what you love. That's what I would say.
Yeah, for me, it's like it's all good. It's all great with technology and the evolution of technology and everything. But I think everybody, like I'm including myself too, totally 100%. Like we are kind of crossing the limits, and we are getting like addicted, like with everything, with the cell phones, with the social media, with everything. We have kind of lost the actual real way of doing things sometimes. Like I even like catch myself, instead of calling, for example, my best friend and have a real phone call, like uh, insisting on chatting through things, and like it feels so stupid a lot of times. And also it's technology is absolutely great because it has helped in so many like aspects in life and in the world in general. But yeah, we tend to cross all the limits. I believe that it's a great thing, but we have to take advantage of all the good things that it can give, and not letting ourselves become slaves into this machine.
Oh, no, you didn't.
That's
Yeah.
that's a good headliner.
You have the title.
um, about the music more specifically on this album. Like joining an established band kind of means that in a sense there's like a certain tradition that or a certain I guess sound that needs to be respected somewhat, while at the same time you're trying to leave your own mark. Um, so it kind of made me wonder where on this album can we kind of hear either one of you like the clearest? Like what is like a standout?
um, I believe that like this album it clearly has more elements than Jailbreak and more elements than the albums before, but that was also the aim, to have new things coming in. But what is challenging is to have this evolution but keep everything still sounding like Nervosa, because we wanted to go to groovier stuff, we wanted to go to more melodic stuff, but at the same time we wanted to make everything being like inside of Nervosa. We didn't want it to create something that the fans or all the listeners would say like maybe I like it, but definitely it doesn't sound like Nervosa. It's too intentional, and they change things like really intentionally. So that is a challenge in there, to make everything that you have in your mind, but in the way that the band is already, and in the level that the band can support the whole thing.
You mentioned that like you were trying for this album like adding more melodic elements, more groove. When listening to the album, I felt there were like quite a few more songs than before that have that kind of like almost mid-tempo kind of stomping groove than just like a straight out trashing, which I feel makes the album sound like almost like the heaviest stuff you've done before because it has that like kind of slow, like that, I don't know, that kind of punch in the gut without like just trashing you over. Yeah.
That was the aim. We wanted to create something to keep the melodic part that Jailbreak brought, but we wanted to create something really brutal, really aggressive, but not in the like extreme metal way. We wanted everything to still sound like very clear and very powerful. So yeah, it was like it was a challenge. It looks like it was a challenge, but actually it was also natural because we had, fortunately, we had the time to brainstorm a lot. And fortunately, we had the time to collect a lot of ideas because we started composing like the first ideas almost 2 years ago. So creating this album was kind of tight because we decided to finish the composition and the recordings like inside the touring period. So that was crazy. But fortunately, we had started the whole brainstorming thing like way before. So it kind of came to the result that we wanted, and that's why it sounds also natural.
Are there like any specific things on this album that you kind of tried out this time, like completely new that you personally are like super happy or super proud of, like how it turned out? Like,
I believe that Helena here and Emily have a really special moment, right, Helena?
I mean, this album, the proud thing about this album is that it managed to be a step further, or like to surpass Jailbreak, because for me Jailbreak was already on a very high standard. So to be able to go even further and add even more elements and a more complex sound, and I mean, you have the bass, like the bass, like thrash metal, but you have a lot of other things happening. You have melodic stuff, you have death metal, you have black metal, you have so many things that were like um, taking the sound even further. So I think that's the big win for this, that it made Nervosa go even further. So that's what I feel like. I wasn't surprised, but that's what I feel like it's the good thing about it.
Yeah, and definitely the more the groovier stuff that are in there, it it was also like for example, I'm listening the song Ghost Notes like again and again. It's one of my favorite tracks, and I'm even every time I'm getting kind of surprised that I didn't expect us to put so much groove into there, but still uh, be really heavy and still keep the thrash things going in there.
Yeah.
and you're saying that's one of your favorite songs. Is that also the song that you're kind of most excited about to play live when you go on tour now?
Hmm. It's definitely because every time I listen, every time I'm picturing the band being on stage and playing this song, and I hope that also the fans are gonna, I don't know, headbang or sing along the lyrics and the chorus. But it was kind of automatic. Every time I'm listening the song, I picture us being on stage. So it's definitely one of the tracks that I'm really looking forward to play on stage.
Yeah, for me, it's all three singles that have been released so far because they're quite different. And you have like Slave Machine. It's really like the fast, aggressive song, and you have like Ghost Notes are more groove. And the one that's released today, I don't know if you had time to check it out. Also, like very fast, aggressive, but melodic too. So all of them will be really nice to play live.
Yeah, I checked out the single that was released. What? couple of hours ago.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I thought it was really, really interesting and cool song to have as the album opener. Like it has this kind of ominous, kind of doomy vibe, while it has its fast bits as well. I really like it as the opener for the album.
Thanks.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Um, yeah, you're scheduled to do a bunch like some festivals this summer, I believe. Um, Not all that crazy many. Um, I'm guessing there's some more like tours or live opportunities that are in the works.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. We have the summer festivals already confirmed, and this period like we're passing now, we wanted to completely like focus on the promotion of the album and work behind the scenes, like work in everything, like to have also like evolution in all the stuff as a band and playing and rehearsing and in the our live sound. We want to improve all these things, but yeah, definitely we're a band that like to play a lot, so you can keep an eye open, and pretty soon there's gonna be like some announcements coming for tours, like for sure.
Yeah, I was guessing as much because usually you guys are quite a busy band.
Oh yeah, yeah, but it's okay because the last 2 years they've been like non-stop, and especially the previous year was one hell of a year. It was like okay, one of the best, absolutely. But we did main shows, we did the album, we did everything. So having this gap in this period, it's kind of okay to breathe and take a break and then come back like even stronger.
Yeah, of course. Well, I'm hoping to see you guys at some point in my neighborhood. Um, I hope there's a bunch of people that pick up the new album and love it as much as I did.
Who do you have
Um,
there? Joe.
this one came to join.
Oh,
Oh no!
Yeah,
nice.
Oh,
I think it's I have rarely Zoom interview that not one of my cats show up.
mm. Yeah, mine is right now sleeping, but I think in the next interview he's gonna invade again.
Yeah, same with mine.
Yeah.
Always.
It's always a nice I was gonna say conversation starter, but it's not really kind of nearing the end now. Yeah, like I was saying, lots of luck with the album. Um, have a good festival summer, and
Thank you.
yeah, hope to see you around again soon. Um, is there anything at all that you guys would like to say still to whoever ends up checking this interview out?
Like just finally it's the time for us to show to you what we've been working in the last years. So let's celebrate this all together, and we really hope that you enjoy the whole album because we put a lot of effort in there, and we really like to see people enjoying these things.
Yeah, and we have tonight a YouTube live for the album release. But a very, very big thank you to all the people that have supported Nervosa, and nothing would be possible without you guys. So grateful for all of you.
Yeah, that's great. Well, thanks again for taking the time to have a bit of a chat with me.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
see you
And
see
see
you
you
guys
soon.
around. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
absolutely.
All right.
Bye bye.
Bye.